Hello everyone, Space Toyster here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last part, we woke up the walrus who was blocking the way to Yarna Desert, and we needed to get here because the owl guy told us that we have to come here for some reason. I don't know, he wasn't very specific. Or I think he was, I just don't remember. Point is, we are here for a reason, and we are going to figure out what that reason is when we find it. Whatever that is. Anyway, the Yarna Desert is a pretty neat location. For some odd reason, they always seem to put a desert in a Zelda game, but Link's Awakening's desert is pitifully small. Like, it's just so embarrassingly small that I would probably get laughed out of the locker room. Anyway, we want to go up here first, because this area looks very nice, and look, secret seashell. Yay! Secret seashell, secret seashell. That makes 14. One more and we get a new item. Very, very handy. Ow! Oh, I'm not good at navigating like that. And I can't pick it up. Or dig into it. Alright, anyway, what's up here? What's up here? Let's hop around. Okay, that is the way back. Yeah, I dug around here a lot because I thought there'd be a secret seashell buried underground there. There was in the original, I think. Annoyance! You are only getting in the way! Ooh, that's boss music! Yeah, so this guy, he is like Mulgera from the Legend of Zelda Link's, not Link's Awakening. I'm playing Link's Awakening right now. What am I thinking? He's like Mulgera from the Wind Waker, except the music isn't as sexy. And he's only a mini-boss. This is the only time we encounter an enemy like this. Anyway, he's just gonna keep jumping in and out of the sand. Just hit him a bunch and then he'll die. Nothing to it! Woo! You got the angler key! I guess that was what we were here for. I remember in the original game, every time I picked that angler key up, I'd always get, what's the word I'm looking for? Dropped down here anyway. Like, Link would get stuck in place, but the sand would keep moving him. Anyway, you'll notice there's a bombable wall up there. In the original game, that bombable wall, doesn't have any cracks in it, but it's there in the Game Boy version too. So if you're playing the Game Boy one, make sure you have a bomb. I don't have a bomb, because I'm not prepared. What do you say? Sea bears foam, sleep bears dreams. Both end in the same way. Crash! Okay. Wait, does he say that whenever you end a dream, it's always violent? Oh no! How am I ever supposed to fall asleep again? Thanks, Nintendo. Now I'm going to be guilt-ridden for the rest of my life. Every time I wake up from a good dream, I killed people! Now, speaking of owls... Hoot! The shape of the key shows a fish swimming up a cascade of water. Go now to the mountain waterfall. A leap from the top and you'll reach your goal. Thank you. You are as straightforward as always. I don't know if I care for that. Excuse me. Yeah, one of the things I always remember as a kid is that I didn't read any of the text, so I just kept adventuring on my own and stumbling across the way to go forward. I didn't actually pay attention to what the owl was saying. Didn't really care to either. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going next, but I guess we're going to the Ukuku Prairie. I think what I wanted to do was find another secret seashell, so that way I could get whatever reward it is you get when you find 15. But I don't remember that well. Oh, now I remember. I was buying bombs so that way I could go back to the cave and get that piece of art. Chamber stone. That's more expensive than the bow. Are you crazy? I'm not buying that. No, that's a waste of money. Anyway, the chamber stone is for Dampy's thingamajigs. So if you're having fun building your own custom dungeons with Dampy, then that might be up your alley. But I am not interested. Anyway, back to Animal Village, so that way we can go into that cave and get the thing. Yeah, this version of Link's Awakening is actually pretty, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Please don't ever forget this song, or me. It seems to be totally absorbed in Marin's song. Yeah, the animals of Animal Village won't talk to you. Although, that sleeping bear reminds me. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but the other Game Boy Color Zelda games, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, I would love for them to get a remake like this one. I don't know if that's something that can be done. The Oracle games, those were developed by not Camelot, those were developed by Capcom, so I don't know if there's weird copyright-related stuff involved with remastering those. They were published by Nintendo, so I don't know if Nintendo owns a copyright. But I hope that they do get remade, because I loved the Oracle games. They were amazeballs. Like seriously, if you've tried Link's Awakening and you're like, hey, this is pretty good, but I want more of it, then the Oracle games are probably going to be right up your alley, because they are amazing, and I would love to see them remastered like this. If you're listening, Nintendo, hint, hint! Or Capcom, if Capcom can get away with that, because that was a Capcom team that made it. I don't know if they'd be up for giving Zelda another shot, but I don't see why not. Alright, anyway, I wonder what our next objective is. Let's hop into this teleporter and find out where I'm going. Dampy's Shack. Alrighty then. Oh, I remember why I went to Dampy's Shack. I went to Dampy's Shack because I thought you had to jump down from the waterfall first. That is not actually true. There's one little thing we need to get done before Dampy's Shack, or before climbing tall heights. But let's just play along and pretend like I don't know that. Alright, so let's see. Dampy's Shack, bring me any weird stones you find. Wait, weird stones? But you made no reference to weird stones, you weird stone. I wonder if there's something supposed to be up there. It looks like it's important. Alright. I do not like the next room. This room is kind of ick. It's so easy to fall into one of those thingamajigs. Ooh, look, piece of heart. I want it. I am going to get it. How do I get it? I don't know. Oh! I just noticed something weird about that torch. You notice how it shoots flames at us, right? I think it was pressing, or getting prepared to shoot flames based on how often I swung the sword. No, that's not how you get the piece of heart. Yeah, the floor is not stable enough for you to, No, wait, no, never mind. It's not based on that. This seems tricksy. Alright, well, let's go ahead and push that one down. Go down here. And then back up. Gotta kill a few enemies first. Killing a few enemies is always good. Oh, yeah, there we go, there we go. I think. No, that doesn't really work. Oh, wait! There we go. Yeah, it's weird how these rocky floors can hold up these big rocks, but if Link stands on it for a few seconds, they just fall over. It just collapses. Like, that is very weird. Yeah, I still can't tell what a bombable wall is supposed to sound like. I really should experiment with that for, you know, situations where they're... excuse me. Where they're, less noticeable. Not that it matters too much. Anyway... what's over here? What is over here? Ooh. 50 rupees. Very nice. I love the background music for Tall Tall Heights. We don't get to listen to it long, but it's very pretty. No! I can't make that jump yet. No! Stupid things. Oh. Well, that's good to know. I did not know bombs would destroy the cracked floors, too. That is very, very good to know. Hey, look! There's that one guy. He said he was going to go missing in the mountains a long time ago, and there he is, missing in the mountains. Let's go up and talk to him. Die, stupid bats! You're more annoying than flies! Well, not really. Sometimes I want to make sure that well, sometimes the flies, I hate them so much that I want to have a spider infestation so that way it will get rid of all the flies. Sometimes that seems worth it. Yep, Papa got lost, just like he said. Now, I am so famished I can't move. Can you give me some viddies? Or vittles? This pineapple is so delicious. I'm going to eat it right now. Bon appetit! Ah, this wasn't meant to be a reward. Here, take this. It's a hibiscus. You traded the pineapple for the hibiscus. Delicious. Yum. I'm filled with energy now. Yeah, hibiscus isn't as delicious as a pineapple, though. I mean, I'm not a big fan of pineapple, but at least it's technically food. Aww. Aww. And I've been listening to the music, and it's not as sexy as it was in the Game Boy original. How in the world did you mess it up with better hardware and more instrumentation? What is wrong with you, Nintendo? Oh. Yeah, this was the part where I realized that you gotta go back down because you gotta use the angler key, and then you'll be able to make progress. Alright, so I'll see you guys where we're supposed to use the angler key and then back up at the top. Alright, here we go. So this is the section that you're supposed to use the angler's key at. Make sure you use it before you climb the mountain, unlike me, because I'm an idiot. I don't know, there's just something off about the instrumentation in this remaster. It just doesn't sit well with me. Like, I think I get what they're going for. It sounds a bit more, childish and dreamlike, which, you know, fit the new art style and the overall, I guess, theme is the right word of the game, in that it's all a dream. That's not much of a spoiler, to be honest. But, I don't know. At times it just sounds like it's off-key, and I do not like music that is off-key. Off-key music sounds horrible. Like, the music in the original Link's Awakening, it is a treasure. Even on the less advanced hardware, it was still a treat to listen to. I'd highly recommend it. Well, that reminded me, in Super Smash Bros., starting from Brawl onward, they did remix Tall Tall Heights in order to well, they remixed the Tall Tall Heights theme from Link's Awakening for one of the Zelda theme songs there, but they ended up going only with a little snippet of Tall Tall Heights, and it ended up being a, what's the word? I guess a reprisal of the main Zelda theme. Anyway, here we are in level 4, Angler's Tunnel. Why do I have bombs? Do we need bombs? I think we need bombs. I'm going to assume we need bombs. Alright, yeah. Now this is one of the rare instances where I think the instrumentation in this game is significantly better. Because they added these bits that, sound muted, like you're underwater, but calming, because water usually is. But it also has snippets of the original theme of the dungeon, which I really, really like. Yay, dungeon map. It's nice to always find that early. Like this part right here, this was the whole dungeon theme the first time in the original game. And it's nice to hear a snippet of that. But I ultimately like how they were trying to go with a completely new track this time around. Anyway, that thing was a P-Fat, or a P-Hat. P-Hat, P-Fat. I'm not really sure which is which. Either way, the P-Hats, they can't be hurt while their propellers are spinning. And I don't know if I pointed out the anti-fairy yet, but it's that thing that's bouncing around the room. If you hit an anti-fairy with magic powder, it turns into a normal fairy. I think we get to show it off here. Yep. Fairies. Woo. And what do we have here? Another key. I love keys. Although that could be a misconstrued statement, because they're technically keys are what the bats are called, and keys sounds like keys, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, in the original game, I always struggled with those jumps I have to make using the Rock's Feather and the Pegasus Boots. I do not know why, don't ask me. Ooh, what's down here? What's down here? I wanna know. You found the stone beak. Now to find an owl statue. Yay! Now we get hints. Hints, tips, and tricks. These 10 things are necessary for your survival. Number 3 will surprise you. And sadly, the magic powder doesn't work on the sparks, but if you do manage to kill them, which you will be able to do with another weapon we'll get a little bit much later, then they turn into fairies too. And things turning into fairies is always handy. Yay! Small key! Well, we're gonna have to kill that last water strider in order to get out of here. Alright, and then what's over this way? What is over this way? Oh, right, this room. Yeah, oddly enough, I have an odd love-hate-hate-love relationship with water dungeons. Like Ocarina of Time's Water Temple, like everyone else who played that when they were a kid, I do not like it. Although, playing through it again on the HD remap, well, not sure about HD, but the remaster for the 3DS made me appreciate it more, because, you know, you don't have to deal with the horrible design of having to open your menu every 5 minutes. Or 5 seconds, actually. But water levels usually tend to be horrible, but Link's Awakening gets to avoid the horribleness of most water levels because it doesn't have many of the elements that make most other water levels horrible. The glint of the tile will be your guide. Like in most other games, water level tends to be horrible because you can only stay submerged for so long, and you need to traverse through areas that need to be well, you need to be underwater for the whole thing, and you need to go through them, with emphasis on the need. I don't think I've said need enough for you to realize how much you need to be underwater for sections like that. And they're usually horrible. But this water-based dungeon, it's one of the easier ones. Definitely. Oh, this room. Excuse me. We'll deal with that other room later. For now, we are going to use this small key to do something. Wait, what's going on there? Alright, let's try jumping in this one. Nope. Yeah, we'll come back to it later. It'll be easier to do that once we get the item from this dungeon. For now, let us go another way. Oh, right, I remember where we're going. Do you? Well, it shouldn't be too hard to remember. I didn't point it out, but it's not exactly difficult. The Angler's Tunnel is one of the smaller dungeons in Link's Awakening. Although that said, most of them are pretty small. Only, like, 2 of them stand out as not small. Okay, so yeah, this guy is a mini-boss, and he is very easy to do. All you have to do is jump over him, and then hit his butt. That's literally it. Thanks to this being on the Switch now, it's a lot easier to tell when to jump over him. Although it's not exactly difficult in the original game either. Although I seem to distinctly remember the very first time I fought that guy, I thought you had to use the Pegasus boots to outrun him. Running, running, running! Ha! We jumped over the spark because we are pro! You got the flippers! Dive underwater with B or press A to swim quickly. Yes, our dungeon item now finally allows Link to swim because he could not do that without flippers. Oh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Guardian Acorn! What's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Anyway, I hate those enemies there because their front of their head is protected, and that means that you can't hit them from any side except the back. Like, for some odd reason, the front of their head having armored plating on it means that you can't hit them from the side. Somehow. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know why you'd bother looking for logic in a game that's clearly designed for kids. It's not like things are supposed to make sense for children. Waiting game. Zelda doing what Zelda does best, making you wait. Wahahaha. Ooh. Excuse me. Anyway, now that we can open chests, or now that we can swim, traversing the rest of the dungeon is going to be a cakewalk. And going underwater is the best way to dodge those water striders, because unfortunately we don't have a way to attack while we're underwater, at least not on screens like this. There are screens we go into where we can fight underwater and use our sword and all that stuff. Anyway, recognize the tile pattern? Yeah, it was from that last room we went to. And let's see, I don't remember which one's next. Oh, now I remember which one's next. Anyway, yeah, you just have to go over the tiles in the same pattern that we did in that one room before, where we followed the light and we was like, ooh, what's that? Do 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 do. Ooh, I love these guys. They think they're so sneaky. Oh, but I hate this part because you have to you have to get this guy to fall down, jump up here, and then jump on his head. That always got me in the original one because I kept bumping into him and taking a little bit of damage. Ooh, you got the nightmare key. Very nice. Anyway, let's go this way. And this way. How convenient, we had just enough keys. But yeah, this sections that look like this, where you're like in a 2D side scroller, you can use your sword while underwater, and you don't have to worry about Link running out of air. There's no time limit for being underwater. You can stay underwater indefinitely in that section, or in sections like that. It is very handy, as you will soon see. Or maybe not soon see. Alright, boss room! Ooh, it's going to be underwater. Well, we do have to use the new dungeon item. That's a requirement. Bloop, bloop, glub, glub. Oog, food, bloop, glug. Angler fish! In the original game, this guy was a complete joke, not even really worth talking about, because he wasn't any more or less dangerous than any other enemy in the game. Hopefully, he isn't too much of a joke in this version. I mean, it's not like he's going to die before he deals any significant damage or anything like that. Right. Now, I thought it'd be funny if I kept talking about how pathetic he was in the original, but he actually put up more of a fight than I expected he would. But yeah, no, the anglerfish is a complete joke. Just hit the lit up portion of his head and you'll deal damage, and he dies quickly and he can't really do anything to you. Because he's not much of a difficult enemy, he's just pathetic. But sadly, he wasn't pathetic enough for my joke to work. Thanks for ruining my joke, Nintendo. I mean, he still died really quickly, so it's still bad. Ooh, what's this? You got the surf harp. Ooh, it sounds, radical. Bay. Your road goes into the bay. Oh, that just sounds like a poorly designed road. Who designs a road to go into the bay? Well, you know what? I'm going to call that an episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.